Essentially, and there are leadership tussles within the MKP. It does not only emanate between the tussle between Tutuzile Zuma-Sambula and also Floyd Shivambu, the Secretary General. It emanates from a weekend workshop where the MKP caucus members and the National Assembly felt as if the national leadership of the MKP is very distant from the caucus, and it also went further to allege that there are those spousal flights or tickets that are there for members of parliament for their spouses. The leadership of the MKP wants to take those particular flights in order to be utilized by the leadership of the MKP as and when they need to fly around the country. This has seemingly irked the MKP caucus members within the National Assembly, saying that this is a direct replica of what is currently happening within the economic freedom fighters. There was also a view that the EFF constitution is coming to be implemented within the MKP to the T by the Secretary General of the MKP, Floyd Shivambu. That has ultimately culminated in Judge John Hlophe as well. Now, his people within the caucus of the MKP alleging that he was given a poorly crafted speech by the chief whip, that would be Mzwanele Manyi, on the allegation that it came from the highest office within the MKP, from former President Jacob Zuma's office. That ultimately led to John Hlophe meeting with former President Zuma, or the president of the MKP, Jacob Zuma, who further clarified to him that it's not true that he said a speech must be written to him, because the MKP president was also very much unhappy about the standard of the speech that was delivered at the State of the Nation address debate by the MKP caucus leader John Hlophe, and it emanated that the speech was an attempt of an alleged sabotage by the chief whip of the MKP, Mzwanele Manyi, against Dr. John Hlophe, who is the caucus leader of the MKP in Parliament, and that ultimately ensued in a huge debate that ensued in a caucus meeting after the debate yesterday.
I mean, it is a big issue, because, I mean, you're seeing the main protagonists within the party and these developing issues that are hampering the party. I mean, let's talk about that apology that we saw coming through, again involving Floyd Shivambu, and now again, this is another issue that has his name also involved in all of this.
Well, in politics, they always say there are no permanent friends and there are no permanent enemies. You remember the close-knit relationship the likes of Floyd Shivambu, Julius Malema all enjoyed with Tutuzile Zuma-Sambula before the formation of the MKP. I remember when the EFF marched to the Sfakomakato presidential guest house where President Cyril Ramaphosa was situated at the time. Tutuzile Zuma-Sambula was alongside the EFF leadership at that particular march about 2-3 years ago. And that just tells you that with Floyd Shivambu moving over to the MKP with his longtime ally and head of presidency within the MKP and former ANC Youth League national coordinator, that would be Makasela Mzobe, who enjoys a close-knit relationship with Floyd Shivambu since their days within SASCO. There is an allegation within MKP now that they are essentially bringing a cabal from the EFF to come and run the MKP and sidelining those who are the original founders of the MKP. And those are some of the issues that Tutuzile Zuma-Sambula was ventilating within her X account, that there is a battle between those who recently joined MKP and those who formed MKP on the 16th of December 2023, referring to them as the original commanders and not Abomafigizolo, as one may put it like that, in the form of Floyd Shivambu, Musano Vela within Johannesburg, and many others who subsequently joined MKP after the elections.
All right, Samkela, let's leave it there. We'll see what happens as the day develops, and no doubt you'll be keeping us abreast of happenings within there. Samkela Maseko.
Life of an artist, bacho xabe spices, glorifying drugs as a stage fright cure. You can try this just when you're about to grab your chance of staging. Excitement, you can't think out this industry, or should I say this killer dream, cause you will swear that from the start it was designed to kill artists. Bangakulwela when days are bright, umuthembekile. As a human being on Instagram, too much pressure, unrealistic expectations. Whoever said that is the perfect ilizulahlekisile is with us, wethembekile. Singiza wethembekile. Remedies within us as ikhwemba sibhebhekile.